Hello, ladies. Is it love or is it a situation? Today, in episode 2, we are going to get into the ghoster. Yeah, I think we all have dated the ghoster. But first, we're going to get into our love potion of the day. All right, so today, as always, we're going to have our situations in a glass, rose kisses wine. And today, our mixer is sneaky strawberry. Okay. So today, we're going to get a little strawberry in here. This is our strawberry mixer. It's called Sneaky Strawberry. Ooh. Okay. And we're going to put a little lime in there today. Let's get the limes popping. I love limes, y'all. So I'm going to put 3 in there. Okay. All right, ladies, and we're about to get into our situation for the day, the ghoster. All right, but first, we gotta take our sip. Very strawberry. I feel sneaky. No, sneaky strawberry. But anyway, all right, so let's get started with our situation of today. It is called the ghoster. So we're going to get into her situation, ladies. So she writes, hello, my situation is I matched with a man online. Okay. He's 42. He has a 9 to 5 in his own place. He has a car and 2 kids that are teenagers. Okay. And she says, which I don't mind at all. And he has no baby mama drama or anything. Okay. All right. We started off talking on the phone, and then he asked me to come to my house to cook for me. Okay. All right. I thought I was cute because we don't judge here. Okay. We listening to sis situation. We don't do no judging, honey. Okay. I thought it was cute and romantic. It is. I like my man to cook for me. Yeah. So I agreed, and he came over. He brought the groceries. He brought the groceries. We ate, watched movies, laughed, shared life experiences, drank, and he ended up in my bed. That must have been some good steak. No, I don't know what they eat. Okay. I don't usually sleep with men on the first date, but all the conversations that we had over the phone made the attachment grow fast. Okay? And I just wanted to be in his arms. I know the feeling, girl. So naturally, when he was in my presence, I let things flow. But unfortunately, after that night, our time together kept being at my house on the same timing. He cooks, movies, sex. Cooks, movies, sex. So I decided to confront him one day. And he says to me, I really love spending time at home with you. It's so peaceful here. I'm so relaxed with you. But okay, let's go to Atlantic City this weekend. We will leave Saturday and come back Monday. Okay. So I agreed, and this was Sunday night. Okay, so this is Sunday night. She agreed. All right. For the next week, he was dry, popping in and out with text messages, and the consistency fell off. And I got no calls all week. Bro. Really? But I was so excited about Atlantic City, I didn't realize he was falling back. Yeah, because you get caught up in the moment. You excited. Because, with us, we like, okay, how I'm going to do my hair. I got to get my nails done. What I'm going to wear. Let me order this real quick. Let me see if Amazon can get this to me. Fashion Nova can get this to me real quick. You know what I'm saying? So our minds be somewhere else, girl, the whole damn time. All right, so I get that. So on Friday, I text him, hey, babe, what time should I get ready? Saturday morning. Oh, so we on Friday now. Okay, so a week's passed. What time should I be ready Saturday? She texted him Friday asking what time Saturday she should be ready. And he just texts back 8 a.m. Literally, just the number 8 and a.m. No other words. What? As excited as I would be? He crazy. And I still didn't catch on. Girl, she put still in capital letters. I still didn't catch on. Excitement had me blind. We been there. We all been there, y'all. Like the signs, the red flags was all in our face, and we was just like, we had shades on. We had them love shades on, girl. We didn't see shit. All right. Excitement had me blind. I'm sitting here thinking he was busy and overwhelmed with planning the trip. Cause we making excuses and all right, I'm not gonna get into it right now, but I'm gonna read y'all a letter. But yeah, them excuses be just popping up in our head, and he didn't even got to lie to us because we lying to ourselves. All right. So she says that she's sitting there thinking that he was busy and overwhelmed with the planning of the trip. The next morning, I'm at my door waiting. No him. I'm texting, calling, no response. I felt like throwing up. Girl, stomach in your butt. Okay? I felt like throwing up. I kept replaying the plans in my head like, did I say something wrong? Is he mad at me? Did I miss something? And honey, this man went ghost for a whole week after. So you didn't, first of all, you was dry all week. You didn't show up on that day. And then you went a whole nother week and didn't say nothing? Okay. This man went ghost for a whole week. I knew he was still alive because he was liking posts on social media. I gotta sip something sneaky on that. Okay. He was liking posts on social media, but he was completely ignoring me. So I decided to just accept the fact he was gone. I kind of thought he met someone else he was more interested in, which made me even sicker to my stomach. But I accepted it and told myself, move on. And the moment I felt that in my heart, he texted me. And I lied to you not. She put not! Exclamation point. He texted me, hey love, how's your day? I almost threw my phone across the room. I would have threw mine, girl. This man messaged me like nothing happened. So I just sent 2 question marks like, really? And he replied, my bad, I got caught up. How was your week, love? I said, caught up is crazy work. I know that's right. Girl, I know that's right. I would have cussed him all the way to... No, we don't cuss. We don't get mad. We don't show our feelings to them, okay? She said, I said, caught up is crazy work. He sends a voice note this time with his sexy ass voice saying, oh, I miss you, love. Let me come cook for you. Master. He's a master. All right. He didn't apologize for ghosting or the inconvenience. And that's what cracked my heart open. I know. Not the silence, not the missed getaway trip. It was the casual downgrade of my value. Girl, see, you saw that, or immediately you saw that with his responses. Girl, okay, so you know. How can a man enjoy you, your time, and your body and not take you seriously? Fellas, okay? Seriously, she says, it felt so real. I just knew we were building something. So ladies, her question is, help me out. How does a man like you, but not enough to communicate? How can a man enjoy you, your time and your body, but not take you seriously? It felt so real. I just knew we were building something. Boom. Boom. First of all, I want to start off by saying, girl, we have all been there. It's not, I don't think, and if there is, she lying. I don't think there's not one woman on God's green earth that has not dated this type of man. I'll tell you that right now, okay? We have all dated a ghoster. And the thing is, with these men, when you date men, as soon as you meet them, they put you in a role. You're filling a role for them, okay? And with this guy, you so happen to fill his comfort role, okay? And the moment that you wanted to upgrade your role to outside girl, he fell back. And a lot of times we always think it's another girl. Sometimes it is another girl, or he's dating the outside girl. But these men have roles. that they when they first meet you, they be like, okay, she remind me of Keisha. Keisha was nice. I liked Keisha at home. So that's my new Keisha. You know what I'm saying? You want to think that they don't compare you to who they dated in the past, but we as humans function on patterns. We don't like change. So yeah, when you get a new person, the person made your person change, but the role doesn't. Okay, just like with some married men. Some married men, I'm like going off on a tangent now, but so you'll date a guy and you're a certain type of role of girl. Like me, I'm the fun girl. I always been the fun girl. And unfortunately, I'm stereotyped as the fun girl. But it's all how you want to be but it's all about how you want to be perceived. If you're the homie girl, you like to stay home, does that you will men will gladly keep you in that role. You know what I'm saying? So me, I'm the fun girl. I'm a free spirit. That's just how I live my life. I'm a free spirit. So I tend to attract men that are looking for women that are free spirits. Now, that doesn't mean I could be the free spirit wife if that's what the man wants. But the man wants the mom. If the man loves the way his mother was in the household, he's gonna find a woman to marry that's like his mother. He may cheat on her with the outside freaky girl, but he's gonna marry the girl that's like his mother. But it's all based on the roles he wants filled. Okay? So when you meet a man, that's why it's so important that we love slow. You have to form your love attachment slowly because you need to find out everything there is about this man. He needs to find out everything about you before y'all fall in love, before y'all make major moves, before y'all sleep with each other. Sleeping with each other is a major move. I don't understand why people don't understand that. You're exchanging bodily fluids, spirits, energies, everything. So it's not just let's just jump in a bed. When you jump in a bed, you're exchanging things, frequencies. So your question to us was, how can a man enjoy you, your time, and your body, and not take you seriously? He took you seriously. He just took you seriously on your role. When we're talking about ghosters, ghosters are people that fall back when stuff becomes too much for them, or they find somebody else that they want to deal with at this point. There are men that can respect you, your time, and communicate. There are men out there like that. He just unfortunately is not one. He is the ghoster. So, and when you come across the ghoster, you don't question your value. You don't question all men because he does not represent all men. He represents the ghosters. Okay? He was just a lesson to you to let you know to love a little slower, to establish a little bit more boundaries when you're doing your talking stages. And what you did was completely fine. A normal, healthy, mentally and emotionally fit man would have appreciated the time that you spent with him, appreciated cooking, watching movies, sharing life stories. That's a healthy, emotional, and mentally stable man. This man that you're dating is a ghoster. So what he did is what ghosters do. They put you in your role, and when you step out of it, they fall back. Okay? So that's what happened. And I just want to let you know there are men out there that will appreciate you, your body, your time, and what you gave this man. He just didn't. That's all. And you just got to be careful of that. And when that does happen, you feel it. You take time and you go through it. Because a lot of people be like, oh, girl, get over it. He just goes to you. Let him go. No. You sit with the emotion. You feel that emotion so you won't ever feel it again. Sit in that emotion. And remember the steps that got you there. Okay? So you don't ever have that happen again. Okay? Not saying it will happen again because some guys are great pretenders. But, at the end of the day, it's a lesson. And what happens is when he ghosts you and he comes back, make sure you're not in the same place that he left you. Okay? That's the biggest lesson of dating a ghoster and a person that want to spin the block. Never be on the same block that he left you on. Okay? Never. I speak from experience because I got picked up on that block so many times. I love deeply. So when I feel like a man rejected me, when I feel like a man rejected me, girl, I will sit down on the curb and cry until he come back around. He spin that block and come get me. And till I grew as a woman and as myself and realized, girl, when if he leave you somewhere, don't you dare be standing there when he come back. Because number one, that was your lesson. And until you learn, you're gonna keep hitting that corner, hitting that corner. So, respect the rejection as your protection. Okay? You know how people always say that rejection is protection? I want to say when we love slower, we choose better. You know what I'm saying? And you give yourself time to see things that you wouldn't. Like just how you didn't realize that he was slowly falling back. You didn't realize it because you were blinded with your love glasses. You were blinded with what you wanted. So why not be blinded with your boundaries? Blind yourself with put them love glasses on for you. We all love ourselves first because if we love when we love them first, we get blind. We blind our own selves. You know what I'm saying? Put your love glasses on for you. All right? And I'm not saying that you don't love yourself. Put your love glasses on as protection for yourself. So, you heard it from Nancy B. At the end of the day, when you date a man, the man puts you in a role. From the day he meets you, you have a role. He puts you in a box. He puts you in a role. Now, only he could take you out that box. You can't love him into taking you out that box. You can't overgive him into taking you out the box. You can't make yourself small enough for him to get you out that box. He gotta want to take you out that box. And that's rough. And some ghosters, they'll date you just so that they can ghost you and you will chase after them for validation. They want to be validated. They want you to tell them how this, that, and the other about them. All right. So was it love or a situation? It was a situation. You know that, baby. But at the end of the day, it was a lesson. It was a lesson. And let me tell you something. We have all dated a ghoster. Listen, I remember the first time I found out I was in a box. I couldn't even believe it, girl. My mom was blown. I said, wait a minute. Wait a minute. And the reason I found out, because he told me. He said, wait a minute. Wait a minute. We wasn't in a relationship. We was chilling. We was cool. And I'm like, oh, I'm the cool girl? I remember the first time I found out, so I know the feeling. It's heartbreaking, but you got to sit with that feeling and be like, okay, so this is what he wanted. That's not what I wanted. We done. You know what I'm saying? And move on. Sometimes you got to swallow that L. You got to take that L. A lot of us don't want to take the L, but the L is saving you from a lot of stuff because like I told you, if that man got one box, he got multiple boxes. So you may have thought you were the only one, but honey, you might not be the only one. Because a man that doesn't have boxes is you're going to be able to fit every category. He's going to want to spend time with you at home. He's going to want to spend time with you outside. He's going to want to go on vacations with you. He's going to want to have kids with you. That's a man that wants to be with you. But a man that just puts you in one area. Yeah, so that would have been the last conversation that we had. First of all, I don't even think I would have went to the question mark. I wouldn't even want to know what happened to him because just the fact that he just popped in and was like, hey, babe, how are you? How am I? Crying my friggin' brains out for the last week, But that would have been the last conversation that we had. There's no way he could have there's no way he could have spent the block. Wait. That would have been the last conversation that we had. But I can say that because I've experienced this numerous times. So I'm at the point in my life that I'm not willing to spend no more blocks. Okay? That's the end of that, but it was a lesson for you, and at the end of the day, we got to start loving slower, giving our bodies slower, and establishing boundaries of what we want to do. Was it love or a situation? It was definitely a situation. And you knew that because when your letter started with, let me tell you my situation. And I understand it, but you feel like you just wanted to get it out there, get it out your system because you knew it was wrong. Like at the end of your letter, you said that, he, it wasn't that he didn't show up. It was just that he devalued you for real. Like, come on. Like, I'm a grown woman. You gonna stand me up? We not kids. We not 17, 18. You standing me up? I'm a grown woman. We got jobs. We scheduled a vacation. That's not a grown man thing to do. You could have just said, babe, we're going to have to reschedule for another weekend because I have such and such to do. He ain't even a grown man to do that. You know, so why would you want to be with him? At the end of the day, yeah, you thought you were building something with him, but honey, do you really want to build with him? He's irresponsible. He takes no accountability. Number one, he's irresponsible. Number two, he isn't even willing to apologize. I don't even think he did apologize. No, he didn't apologize. And then he turned around and want to come back to your house and start the process all over again. Absolutely not. That would have been the last conversation me and him had. He would have been out my phone. I don't block nobody because you gonna see this. You gonna see this glow up. I wouldn't have blocked him, but that would have been the last conversation we had. I would have said, you know, it was a nice experience I had with you, but I think I'm gonna move on. You know, so you take care, and that would have been it. But that's just my opinion. But you know, thank you for writing into us, and thank you for joining us for our second episode of What's Your Situation with the ghoster. And like I said, this is a common theme. This is a very, very common situation. A lot of us deal with. It's just, and it goes both ways. It's men too. Women ghost men too. You know, but it all boils down to being respectful of people's time, people's situation. It all boils down to being respectful to people, you know, and just it all boils down to being respectful to people, you know. That's all. You know, respect my time. I don't deal with nobody don't respect your time, period. Period. And I don't think you wanted to get back with him anyway. You just wanted a little closure. Like, how could that happen? How could a guy spend all this time with me and this and that? And men experience us different than we experience them. And this was a perfect example of that. The time, the emotion, the bond that you were building was completely not what he was building. And I heard it from a guy's mouth himself. He specifically said that men put women in roles from the moment that they meet you. Okay? So my advice comes from experience, but my advice also comes from speaking to men, grown men. And a grown man told me that the minute a man meets you, he already knows what category he's going to put you in. Now, he may get to know you more. Y'all may talk, blah, blah, blah. But within the first month of him meeting you, he already knows how far he's going to go with you. Isn't that something? The man knows how far he's going to go with you. And like I said, we get stuck in these scenarios thinking I'm going to love this man and love is going to grow and he's going to marry me. If he didn't want to marry you in the first month that he met you, he's not going to marry you. It's nothing you could do. You can't overgive. You can't overgive. You can't overlove. You can't over anything to make this man pull you out that box and put you in that marriage box. If you were not the person that when he met you, and at the end of the day, you see some people that have been together for 10 years and the person finally decides to marry him. Girl, he gave up. You know what I'm saying? He left you in that box, but no, let's take that back. I don't, you know, it's different. It's exceptions to the rule. I take that back. But at the end of the day, the man know from the first 30 days that he met you what he gonna do with you. Okay? And if he don't start showing you something that you want within 30 days, you should be leaving that man. I'm just saying. And I speak from experience because I have sat in situations for a long time. I dated this man. Me and him lived together for 3 years. 3 years. And this man made no major moves. And I mean, I'm telling you, when I broke up with him and said I was moving out of state, this man fell down on his knees crying. But guess what? He still ain't had no ring in his hand. On his knees crying with me getting ready to move out of state. This man still didn't have no ring in his hand because I was not his wife. I was not the woman that he wanted to make his wife. I was convenient for him. I was comfort for him. I was mama for him. But guess what? I wasn't wife for him. I wasn't enough for him to have to be accountable to his baby mothers. He would have to tell his baby mothers, this is the woman that I'm marrying. And he would have to deal with that. Some men don't want to deal with that confrontation. So guess what? He didn't make me his wife. And I moved on. So with that said, if a man is not giving you what you require or need to feel loved, move on. All right? And that's the word from Nancy B. Love. Thank you for joining us. Cheers.